It's not just running, you know, it really teaches you a lot about yourself and what you're capable of doing, and it really teaches you perseverance and determination, I think, and that goes into a lot of areas in your life.
The running, it became so much more, and it mattered so much more to me, and that changed me as a person too, and made me accept challenges more.
I think it's probably one of the purest sports there are. I think that sport is one of the first sports that anybody's ever introduced to, is how fast can you run.
It's the best sport. I mean, you learn how to be an individual in the sport, but yet it's the biggest team sport there is.
To think that I would be able to stay with it for 25 years, I think would have been kind of, oh, you'll be coaching this sport 25 years later. I'd go, no way. But you know, something I can honestly say is that there was a great passion for it when I first started. Okay, what can we make this into? And that passion is still there, and I just hope that if I'm coming across okay to the kids, that desire is still high in me to want to continue to do that. I wouldn't have thought 25 years later I would have been where I am now with the pleasures I've had with the girls. It's been just, you know, a dream come true.
7, 6, 5.
Well, probably the first thing that I could say right away is probably what all the parents, even yourself, probably have been exposed to, where you can see two excellent runners that we have and how different their personalities are, where you've got some kids who are just real quiet, laid back, want to race hard, want to run well, and then you've got some who are, there's not enough time in the day to hear everything they have to say.
Well, sometimes, girls can talk a little too much, so sometimes we get on each other's nerves, and I don't know, like you said, it's basically a really big family. Like, we all can talk to each other about things outside of cross country, outside of school. It's great to have friends like that.
Nicole is probably one of the crazy people on the cross-country team. I'm in many different moods. Once in a while I want to try hard and run hard. Next minute I want to slack and don't feel like running at all.
I'm starting to age a little bit, so I'm probably getting a little old in their eyes. I'm more on a bicycle and things like that. They probably think he's just the guy with the whip that knows how to whip pretty well. And that's how disciplined they are. They can sit back like that.
Yeah, I saw them right all of a sudden they both come up at the same time.
And they just keep coming on the. And that's why I yelled to you, just go with those Waukesha girls.
We were all together and we were getting our little pep talk before, and coach just told us that when we were doing our sprints and warming up for the race, that he had looked in the sky and he'd seen 7 geese flying up ahead, all really close, and he said that must be a sign, and that means that we should all be able to stick together during this meet, just like the geese were able to. Yeah, I think it definitely still, that story kind of still made an impact on us, just like to always stick together, because that's the biggest part of the race, is we want to be as close as possible.
I said, this is something I want to do every time. Get in this circle so that we're looking at each other, and it's just a chance for us to take a quick, serious moment to look at each other and say, hey, we've been working hard so far this year. Let's see what we can do today to make this team better.
I'm really glad that we do the circle before the races, because I think it really brings a closeness and unity to everyone. When before the race, sometimes you get really worried about how you're going to do individually, and you get really nervous. And I think having that circle and feeling your teammates' arms around your shoulders, it really is a consolation that that you're not in this alone.
So what I'm hoping for all of you here is to try and achieve what you're hoping for here. I know some of you are going after first team all conference. I know some of you are trying to make a solid second team all conference. Some of you might be thinking about certain people to beat. More importantly, Allison said it the other day, when you get done with this race, make sure that you turn around, give each other a hug, all right? This is kind of the start of our championship season right here. You guys are going for number 14, and I believe that what we really want to do is see how tight we can be at the finish line to really see what we got as a team going. So great luck, everybody. You've been a joy this year.
I guess at at the beginning when we were getting ready to start the race and we were doing our team hug, I guess. It was really an emotional experience for me because you know, I knew that it could be my last race, and it was just all the memories of every race that I've ever run just kind of flooding back at me, and looking around and seeing the faces of all the girls that I've been running with. Some of them, you know, for just this year. Some of them, I think a couple of them, maybe even since, you know, in middle school. Just really kind of an overwhelming experience.
When we talk about emotion, something that always sticks in my mind probably as one of the most joyous occasions, at the same time saddest occasions, is when we go to the state meet with the varsity, and we always do a group hug before the race starts. And over the years at that state meet, it is always real difficult for me because seniors tend to shed a few tears more than others. They tear your heart apart, but at the same time they make you feel real good about how special the program must be for the kids and how much it means to them.